In this video, I'm going to share a strategy that I'm using to make full-time living from my music. And using this strategy, you will learn how to make your first $1,000 as music producer online. So this video is for you if you want to have financial and time freedom in your life, doing what you love doing the most, music. If you want to build a brand, become a recognized DJ and producer in the music industry, and you just want to enjoy your life, have fun, and share your art with the world, inspire people, and make them happy. So why listen to me? In 2021, I was struggling to make money with music, as like a lot of you. No direction for the future, didn't understand how social media worked. I'm not confident in myself and my abilities. In 2024, I'm making full-time living from music with only 6,000 subscribers on YouTube, clients paying me $2,000 to $4,000 for coaching. I found my voice in my brand. I have time freedom to travel and work from anywhere I want. I personally coached 20 students and way more than that with my content, with just giving advice. So I understand a little bit more than you do. I'm just a couple of steps ahead. And yeah, this is why I can relate and help you guys to get to the point where I'm at right now. And before we start, if you need help with your music, you want to learn how to make money, you want to get to the pro level, release on good labels, grow your fan base, there's a link down below. Subscribe to my newsletter. I'm gonna give you a step-by-step guide on how you can start making money with your music literally in the next couple of days. And I'm going to be sharing stuff that I'm not sharing on my YouTube channel, like a very detailed plan, courses, and stuff like that. Let's talk about the problems with traditional ways of music monetization. Most musicians are stuck with an old-fashioned mindset. They think that the only way of making money is through gigs, merch, track sales, and streaming royalties. The system wants you to be dependent on the big traditional players, again, like labels, gigs, and ways of monetizing. They don't realize that they have a lot of valuable skills. Production, mixing, and sound design are just a few examples. This mindset is like a cage you put yourself into, not seeing other opportunities for monetizing your music. So take Spotify as an example. Spotify pays $3,000 to $4,000 per 1 million streams, depending on the label. They will take a cut of like 50 to 70%. Now you are left with 1,800 as 50% or 1,000 as 30%. Add taxes, which is anywhere from like 15 to 30%, and you're left with a ridiculous amount of money. Not to mention how hard it is to get 1 million streams if you're starting from scratch. And that's the problem that a lot of people have. Like, again, they are too narrow-minded, thinking that this is the only way to monetize, okay? Let's now talk about the gigs and tours. This one is a little bit more realistic, but then again, there's a problem with that. Let's do the math with the ticket sales. To make 3,000, you need to get 150 people on your show, which is 20 for the ticket. Keep in mind that the venue will take its cut too, as well as the promoters. I don't know how much, but let's just say it's going to be like 30%, and you're now left with 2,100. If we are considering like equipment rents, that could add for another like a couple of hundred, but let's not count that like too much. Let's skip that. Now think of how much effort it is going to be to get like 150 people to attend your show and buy the actual ticket. If you're starting and you don't have a name for yourself, it will be really, really hard to get so many people. And finally, consider that we are working with something physical. Force, major situations, bad luck, and things like that add risk to it. So these are just two examples of the traditional ways. It takes time, it takes a lot of energy, and so on. I'm going to share the new best way of making money with your music, and you can get your first clients like tomorrow, like literally tomorrow, if you do everything correctly, which I'm going to teach you. The best way to make money with music online today is digital products. Digital products and services cost zero to create, besides the time you spend creating. It's zero risk as you're not dealing with anything in the real world. Digital products and services have almost 100% margin, and you can put any price that you want. You put your service or product online, and that's it. It will generate your income 24/7. You are not dependent on other people, but only yourself. You need fuel, traffic, so people can buy it from you. Let's talk about the benefits. You're sitting at home in a comfortable environment making videos about things you enjoy. If you sell a $500 package, and that's 4 calls a month, 1 hour of your time is now worth $125. How many people in your environment are actually making $125 an hour? Like, do your friends make this much? I mean, if they do, that's like amazing. They're cool, right? But it's like a lot. It's more than a lot of professionals get paid, and you get paid for doing what you love. And once your videos get traction, people will be coming to you and book calls on autopilot. If you sell like 2K, for example, and you like make 3 sales a month, it's like 6K in total. And for a lot of you guys, there will be like dream money to make with your music, but this is just the start. It's just the start. You can make like tens of thousands of dollars, right? You're just selling information and knowledge. You just need a laptop. And then as you learn content creation, sales, and marketing, these are the essential high income skills every person needs to make money in today's world. It's not just the music, but you're actually learning really valuable skills, right? And yeah, this is really the power of digital products. So if you do everything correctly, you will have time freedom, financial freedom, and online leverage, which is like client opportunities, connections. As you grow, like your online leverage increases. You may like reach out to like a big creator, and you like may like play on a festival or something like that, right? What is good about growing this way? As you will grow, you will attract your clients, but also potential fans. You are doing two things at once, right? So a small percentage will be clients, and the big percentage will be fans, right? And this is what a lot of people get wrong with their music. They're like, I'm just gonna grow my fan base, but they're forgetting that they can make money selling their services, right? Now, let's talk about the 3 stages that you're going to go through to get more time freedom. So, working one-on-one with clients is how you can start making money tomorrow if you make good content. I had people coming from 150 view on the video and purchasing $2,000 coaching from me when I was at my rock bottom. And that was like the thing that saved me. I didn't have money to pay for my bills. So you're not going to be doing that for the rest of your career, but it's the easiest and the fastest way to monetize, right? So stage 1, client work. Stage 2, group coaching plus calls. And stage 3, digital products. You sell on autopilot, right? And as you go up, your time and financial freedom increases. This is what I want you to understand, guys. Okay, now, you may tell me like, oh, like Vlad, I need to be an expert. But no, this is a limiting belief. You don't need to be an expert to sell. Understand that most of the market consists of beginners or from beginners. I don't want to throw specific numbers, but in some industries it's like up to 90%. So I'm sure it's the same for the music industry. Majority of the market is gonna be like here, right? So we have intermediate and we have like advanced guys. All you really have to do is jump from the beginner to at least like intermediate. If you're able to finish tracks, sound design, and mix, congratulations, you're qualified to sell your music production services, right? It's not hard to do it. You just need to be a couple of steps forward, right? People will buy from people they can relate to. And if you're just like 1-2 years ahead of them, like think of how much easier to a beginner to buy from you, right? You can coach that. Now, real life example. Go and watch my videos from 2021. Probably some of you will cringe. I just watched them yesterday, like it's really cringe. But I had a couple of guys willing to pay me $1,000 for the beta of my music production course, but I was too afraid to sign those clients. And I'm telling you this, that it's possible. You can see that I'm getting just like anywhere from like 300 to 1,000 views. You don't need to generate a lot of traffic, right? It is possible. So don't be afraid. Now, the next step, understand what you're good at, right? If I'd go from scratch, I'd focus on my areas of expertise, and don't worry, like you will learn as you go. But if you're already good at something, start teaching that. Teaching is the best way to learn yourself because you need to figure out to be able to explain, right? You will learn a lot by making videos, like getting better in front of the camera, content creation, all this stuff. So if you go to sound design and mixing, teach that in the very beginning. And then as you progress with your music production skills, then you can start introducing more video topics to your strategy, right? Now, the next step, create your first paid offer. If I could give my younger self advice, it would be this. Create a paid offer before you start creating content. If people like you, they will buy right away just because they like you and your music. You can get your first client on a day one if you do everything right, and you will have more perceived authority as well when you have a product, right? It solves the actual problem. So the offer should solve one or more problems for your client. If you are like a beginner, you're just starting, then focus on something simple. Think where they are and the problems they have. In the beginning, a lot of you will focus on one small area of production. Think problem that you solved for yourself. For example, let's say you sell a mini course for $50 that teaches people how to make house bass. So the point A is not knowing how to make bass, and point B is being able to make a pro bass for my tracks. Like, again, I'm not going to be very specific. This is more like the mindset video, so you can start doing something, taking your first steps. So the next example is, let's say I have an unfinished demo and you sell a package for $300, like $500. You sell four calls, one call a week, and you will help person to finish a track. And say you focus on the arrangement, right? And the point A is unfinished demo, and point B, a finished track and knowing how to arrange, right? So, how do you package your offer? I recommend selling packages as you will help your clients to get more and better results. One-on-one sessions are not effective from my experience. You can't get done a lot in 1 hour. This is why my Superstar Academy is 10 to 16 weeks long, right? Like 4 months of actual coaching. Music production is not the easiest skill to learn, and you gotta invest some time and effort, which is really important to you understand, right? And finally, let's do some math so I can show you what is possible. So you are selling a mini package for 500. Good place to start for beginners. You just need 4 clients a month to hit 2,000. And it's a good additional income if you have a job, right? For some people, it could replace their full-time job. I'm getting like 13 to 20,000 views on my YouTube channel a month. I'm not very big, but it's not a lot, but it generates me like around from 1 to 3 high-ticket clients for my coaching, like every month, 2 to 4,000 for each. I signed clients from videos that only got 150 views, and that was like a 2K package. This example alone shows that you don't need a lot of traffic to get clients, and we are talking about high ticket. If you sell for like 500, which I recommend, start with 500, it's going to be a little bit easier. You can start a YouTube channel, and let's say you get 1 to 3,000 views, and from that you can easily get like 1 to 3 clients, and so you need 1K of views for 1 client. Okay, guys, so this is the mindset. I want to show you that it is possible and you can start making money tomorrow. I had a lot of limiting beliefs, right? So again, if you need help with the next steps, go to the comment section, subscribe to my newsletter, and I'm going to send you the guide breaking down every single step of the process.